Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning or good afternoon maybe or good evening and good night. Welcome to the cost accounting learning video. Okay guys, have you ever wondered why the result of production cost calculation can differ from those planned? Or how can we know whether the factory overhead costs incurred are efficient? You must be curious, right? So in this video, we will fully discuss the calculation and analysis of the difference in BOP or factory overhead costs, especially with the variable costing approach. So guys, let me give you a learning video and happy watching guys!
I want to talk about VOC. So what is VOC? So VOC or factory overhead costs are all indirect production costs incurred in the production process. For example, electricity costs, machine depreciation costs, foreman salaries, and so on. What about variable costing? What is it? So variable costing is a method of determining production costs that only includes variable costs in the cost of goods manufactured. So, only costs that change with the production volume are calculated, such as direct materials, variable direct labor, and variable factory overhead. So now I want to introduce the step for calculating VOC variable difference. Step 1. Determine the data required. So this is the formula. Step 2. Calculate spending variance. So the formula is... Step 3. Calculate efficiency variance. So the formula is... Step 4. Analysis of result. And the formula is...
Okay guys, in here I'll give you a first example. The first question is banana chips product 2,000 units of product during the month of April. The standard direct labor time required to produce 1 unit is 2 hours. The budget variable overhead rate is 5,000 per direct labor hour. And in here I'll give you more data for April. Actual direct labor hours worked in 4,500 hours. And actual variable overhead incurred is $23,050,000. And we must search and we must calculate spending variance, efficiency variance, and total variable overhead difference and analyze. And to calculate, the first step to calculate is data analyze. And the data analyze we get from the question. The first data is budget variable overhead rate is 5,000 per hour and actual production units is 2,000. Standard hour per unit is 2 hour. And from the actual production unit and standard hour per unit, we can calculate standard hours. Standard hours is 2,000 multiplied by 2 and the answer is 40,000 hours. Actual hours is 40,000 and 5,000 hours and actual variable overhead cost is 23,005,000. And the second step is spending variance. Spending variance we get from actual variable overhead minus actual hours multiplied by budget rate. And so 23,050,000 minus 40,000 and 5,000 multiplied by 50,000. So the answer is $1 million. And this unfavorable. This variance show that the actual cost per hour was higher than the budget cost, which is unfavorable. Atau saat di bahasa Indonesia kan, unfavorable adalah beresiko, yang berarti itu akan merugikan proyek. And the third step is efficiency variance. Efficiency variance we get from actual hours minus standard hours and multiplied by budget rate. So 4,500 minus 4,000 multiplied by 5,000, and the answer is $2,005,000, and this is unfavorable. More labor hours were used than the standard, indicating inefficient use of time, which is also unfavorable. So untuk efisiensi variannya juga beresiko juga teman-teman. And the last step is analyze result. Total variable overhead difference, spending variance plus efficiency variance is 3,005,000, and this is unfavorable. The total difference is unfavorable loss, which means there are wage invisible and overspending in April. Jadi untuk soal yang pertama ini, bahwa keripik pisang ini itu beresiko dan akan rugi pada akhirnya. Dan lanjut, and we must continue to second question and will percentage by my friend.
Okay, so I will explain about the example question 2. So there is M.Ak Ibu Siti traditional cake which produces various types of traditional cakes. For 20 and 25, the management would like to conduct a prediction cost analysis using the variable costing method. So the data collected for March is, there are budget data. First is budgeted variable overhead rate is 5,000 rupiah per machine working hour. The second is standard machine working hours is 1.5 hours. The third is fixed BOP budget is 10 million rupiah. And the last for the budget data is actual product units is 6,000. And for the standard hours is 1.5 hours multiplied by 6,000. The total is 9,000. And there are actual data. For the actual data, there are actual hours is 1,000 hours. The second is actual variable overhead cost is 7 million rupiah, and the last is actual fixed BOP is 10,500,000 rupiah. And we are told to find the first is spending variance, the second is efficiency variance, the third is total variable overhead difference, and the fourth is analysis. Okay, so let's count everything starting from spending variance. The formula spending variance is actual variable overhead minus actual hours multiplied by budgeted rate. So spending variance equal 7,000 rupiah minus 1,000 rupiah multiplied by 5,000 rupiah, and the total is 2,000. 2,000 into a unfavorable. So the second is efficiency variance. So the formula efficiency variance is actual hours minus standard hours multiplied by budgeted rate. So efficiency variance equal 1,000 rupiah minus 9,000 rupiah multiplied by 5,000 rupiah. The total is 40 million rupiah. So 40 million rupiah is into unfavorable. So for the third is total variable overhead difference. The formula total variable overhead difference is spending variance plus efficiency variance. So the total variable overhead difference equal 2 million plus 40 million is 60 million rupiah into unfavorable. So for the analysis is, so the total variable overhead difference is unfavorable or loss, which means there are inefficiencies and overspending in March. Well, friends, that was our complete discussion about the calculation and analysis of BOP differences with the variable costing approach. By understanding the calculation steps and the meaning of each difference, you not only know the numbers, but can also analyze the meaning behind the data.